This time of year, the importance of every game is magnified. A mid-season top 10 clash and the message it will send the playoff committee might well resonate the rest of the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, he leads it with the bat. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Makes the catch. It's Hayden. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all.
Wide open spaces. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Looking for the score. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Just dismissing tackles. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Runs through a tackle. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked him down, but thank goodness we still had a little space there.
Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now, they get the big stop.
Got his man quickly.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. We'll send the tight end in motion. Making side adjustments here. Trying to run it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it on 4th down. They want points. They want action. They want some momentum for us on this football field.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 7, Kansas State 3.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Timeout called by the offense. Now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Dropping back, it's Salter. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayden. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. On the run, it's Hayden. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Salter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finding open areas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Unloads it left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. There he goes.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hayden. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Hayden. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Louisiana Tech. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on fourth down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Here's the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Kansas State pushing the pace.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Rides the back and leaves it. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Salter. Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Laterals it back. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hayden. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a great example of quarterbacks trusting their targets when thrown vertically down the field. There are a lot of quarterbacks that might have shied away from that throw because on the corner route, that receiver was covered, but this QB knew. I've practiced with this guy. We've been in games before, and I know if I just give him a shot, if I can just put it somewhere within his catch radius, this guy is athletic enough to go up and make a big play for me, and you saw that confidence on him.
With the catch, it's Hayden. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. And now they take the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 20. 24. First play of the drive, it's the end around. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Johnson wants to throw it right down the middle. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Johnson looking to throw. Extending the play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. They move on top here on the 4th.
His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Hayden. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it, you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Salter. He's going up top here late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Gets the back moving. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better. The snap sets up the throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Kansas State 31, Colorado 26.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games